Hello and welcome back to another holistic education video. This video is part of our series on the 25 hardest SAT math problems of this year according to Prep Maven. In this video we'll be tackling problem number 6, which is actually a very straightforward and simple problem, but can be confusing. It is about taking the output of one function and using it as the input of another function. So the problem gives us a graph and table and says the complete graph of the function f and a table of values for the function g are shown above. The maximum value of f is k. What is the value of g of k? 7, 6, 3, or 0. So it wants us to find the maximum output of f, which it calls k, and then take that k value and input it into g and find out what the value of that output is. So when looking at our graph here, it is pretty easy to see where the maximum occurs. The maximum occurs right here at this point 4, 3. 4 is the input, and 3 is the output. And 3 is in fact the maximum of the entire function. So 3 is the maximum value we're looking for, or in other words, it is the value of k. K, the maximum value of our function f, is 3. So now if we take that k value and plug it in to our g function, that is the same thing as g of 3, which we come over to our table. If we plug in 3 here, we get 6 here as our output, which means that the g of 3 equals 6. And 6 is our final answer, in other words, option B. So that is the final answer. It is pretty straightforward and could be a quick solve on the SAT, as long as you make sure you don't get confused about mixing up outputs and inputs. We're looking for the maximum value of this function f, which corresponds to the maximum output of 3, taking that value of 3, plugging it into our g equation, looking at the table, seeing what the output of that is, and then giving us the final answer. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.